Remember the size has to be 9 by 9. Our resolution, we're going to make that 200. Make sure you're working in CMYK. I'm going to hit OK. There's my page. Now, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do because I did a sketch in the beginning. So I'm going to go with this girl, pull her into my masterpiece. I'm going to move it over a little bit, scale her down. I don't want her to be that big. Put her in the corner because she's already positioned there. Okay, that looks good like that. Hit enter. I'm going to bring all the images I need. I don't need that. How about a clock? Yeah, I don't need that. That's not going to work. I can use the clock. Bring that in. Come on. Move it. All right, good. Move it a little slow today. All right, so what I'm going to do is make that my background, the clock. I'm going to scale that clock nice and big. I'm going to pull this up to the center so we can see what's going on. Now, perfect. Enter. Now, the next thing I need, I'm going to send the clock to the back. I'm going to rasterize these because it's when you right click on them, you can rasterize it, make it an image so you can edit it. Now, I'm going to take my eraser, take some of that out. Uh-oh, wrong thing. If you make a mistake, you'd always go back in your history. The history is located right here. History. Where is it? View. History. HH right here. And you can always go back. So I'm going to bring my, don't have time to waste, so I'm going to bring that eraser up. Make sure I'm erasing on the right layer. I'm going to kind of bring this down here so you don't see. And there you go. Clean that up. I'm going to make sure it's nice and hard. Now, we're going to change the color of her. Go on my move tool. Bring these tools over so you can see the move tool. I'm going to click here and go to image and go to color balance. I'm going to bring the red into it. I'm going to bring yellow. Okay. Let's go into my shadows. Do the same. Some yellow and some red. That's good enough. Take my eraser now. Where's my eraser? Go here. Soften edges up. Boom. Alright. I'm going to lower the opacity so she kind of blends into the background. Nice. That's good. Okay, good. Now, let's go ahead and bring some history books. I know I had some books in here somewhere. There it is. Books. There it is. I'm going to bring these books in smaller. Position the books here. Hit enter. Now, I don't need the black, so I'm going to use my selection tool, which is a quick selection. And I'm just going to select that out. Boom. I can't do anything because it's on what? Smart selection. So I need to do what class? Rasterize it so I can edit it. Now I go back. I'm good to go. Okay. Beautiful. Delete. Deselect. Now, there's still some stuff around, so I'm going to take my time. Cut all that out. Bring it back. Delete. Deselect. Now what I want to do now is duplicate the books because I want a lot of books going across. So I'm going to duplicate, go into my layers, hit OK. Use my move tool to move it over. The tool that I used was my move tool, and I duplicated so I have two books. Here you see a copy of the books. Now I need to duplicate it one more time. Right click, duplicate layer, hit OK, move it down. Perfect. You want to do it again? One here, one here. Perfect. Now we got the books. I'm going to save. I'm not save yet, but you should save. Okay. Now, next phase. I need to see what else we have. Let's tell a story here. This girl looks pretty cool. I'm going to bring her into the piece. I'm going to scale her down. She's looking, the expression on her face is very powerful. I'm going to bring that in. Hit enter. What do we have to do? Smart blur. See the smart tool? Right. We got to what? Rasterize. Rasterize it so it becomes an image. I'm going to use my polygon lasso right here. I'm going to click. Take my time. I'm going to grade you on your craftsmanship. Your neatness. How well you take your time and you cut it out. Okay. Bring it back around and close it off. Deselect. Okay. I'm going to position her. Uh-oh. Somebody's calling me. Okay. Hold tight. Hold on. Excuse me, class. Shannon? Yeah. Everything on? Okay. I should be there shortly. Alright, thanks. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. That was an important phone call. You know, Miss Paris got to stay busy. It's a weekend, so I'm doing this on the weekend. So I'm going to bring this to the front. Bring this young lady to the front. But I don't want her looking that way. I want her looking the other way. So I'm going to go to Image. No, go to Edit. Transform. Flip. Now she's looking the way I want her to look. I'm going to scale her down because I don't want her to be, I don't want her to be that big. She's a young lady looking at. She's looking at something over here. What could it be? Well, I did some research on my piece. And this lady here that I'm about to bring in was the first lady that formed the movement for the women's movement back in the 1800s. Her name is Elizabeth Cady Station. Now, we need to flip Elizabeth so she's looking the right way. So I'm going to go here, flip her. Perfect. Pull her in. I'm going to take my eraser because we have no time to play. We are trying to get this done. In order to edit, you have to be on what? Rasterize. Go in here. Okay. Go around. Smooth her in. Now I'm moving a little fast because you guys, I want you to see how. But you can always use the different tools I just mentioned. Now, she's an important figure during that time. Okay. Now I'm gonna change her color so she looks like she's from the past. Image. Let's see here. We want to go to color balance. Pop some red. Pop some yellow. Make her look ancient. You know, get that little sepia look going on. Too much yellow. Right there is good. Put a little red in her skin. Perfect. Oh, that could work. Now, next thing we want to do some fonts. Let's get some fonts in this thing. The font that I'm going to use, I know I had a font here that I downloaded. There it is. Now, Elizabeth Cady, the movement. I'm going to copy this font. Come back here and use my text tool. Click on here and paste. Now I'm going to position this right about. I'm gonna scale this up a little bigger. I want this to be real big. Let's bring that up. Copy right here. That's all about positioning and composition. Now I'm going to send that text to the back because I don't want it to be on top of her face. Now I'm going to copy some more text. Okay, let's see. Let's get the first text in the 1848. This lady was making moves. I'm going to bring the font down to about 11. And I'm going to paste this new font. Hit return. Perfect. Nice. I'm going to scale that up. Scale that up. Now, hit enter. We're getting somewhere with this. It's coming. Hit return. I'm in Suffrage. I'm going to stagger my font a little bit. you know, play around with the composition. And push that all the way across. Stagger my fonts. Okay. Apple T. Okay. Perfect. Everything has to be perfect. That's nice right about there. Perfect. Uh-oh, what are you doing, Mr. Paris? Hit enter. Now, this font on the top, not that one, that's on the top, bring that to the bottom. I'm going to duplicate this font. Duplicate. And I'm going to create a filter, a blur. I'm going to do a motion blur. Okay. See, gives a little more texture to the piece. I'm going to stagger the blur. Maybe bring it down to the bottom. Okay, good. Now, it's missing something. What could it be missing? The dove of peace. Bring that dove in there. Okay, what we got to do? Rasterize it. Paste it, rasterize text. Rasterize text. Beautiful. I'm going to delete that bird. Get that bird, that black out of there. Come on, moving slow here. Have all day. Deselect. Wow. That is nice right about now. That's looking nice. Okay. Now, it seems like there is hope coming in from the piece, but I think we could probably scale that down a little. It's a little too big for me. Okay. Hit enter. Now notice we got to clean the edges up, so I'm going to use my, hold it down. I can go in here, you can select that line, deselect, and I'm going to duplicate the dove, and I'm going to do the same effect, the blur. Let's do a motion blur. Perfect. Send this one to the back, put that one to the front. My move tool, let's stagger that blur. Okay. Nice. Alrighty, that's not bad for a first start. I think I'm good. There's certain things we can do, but the composition has balance. It's asymmetrical, but it flows. Your eyes flows from here, and it flows into, it tells a story. There is hope, and there is time that's ticking. That's it for my presentation.